While the debate was going on, Andrew Cuomo's campaign posted and then quickly deleted this AI-generated ad depicting criminals for Zohran Mamdani. It features a black man in a kavir shoplifting, an abuser, a trespasser, a trafficker, a drug dealer, and a drunk driver, all declaring support for Mamdani. Don't know why they thought this was a banger to release amidst the debate.
Experienced radical whose policies will make New York City more dangerous. But
him eating with his hands. Dude, I do think, I don't know what to do about this. I'm not Mr. Woke by any means. You know this, okay? I eat a lot of fucking unimaginably heinous Islamophobic attacks on a daily fucking basis. You know this already. But god damn, brother, this shit is so unimaginably out of control. Okay? It's like, I don't know how to deal with it because it's been extra relentless this past week where they're just straight up being like, you're a fucking jihadist. You want to do global jihad. You want to kill all the Jews. Zohran, you want to kill all the Jews. Like, it's fucking insane. It's so gross. It's so racist. And the fact that like Democrats in unison have not actually called this shit out is very frustrating. And also on top of that, yeah, we got to do timeout, pause on the hate. Stop the hate, guys. Stop the hate. But it's just like, I don't know. It's so much. And it's also actively pumped through the right-wing tweaked algorithm. And you have to be so good. You have to be so good all the time. If you're Muslim, you have to be the perfect candidate. And it doesn't even fucking matter. It's just like these guys are such vile scumbags. And I don't know how to... Why do you get so heated on this? Is politics expected them to insult each other? Really? Really? What, Andrew Cuomo doing that against like a black candidate? Imagine Andrew Cuomo running against Eric Adams and using common anti-black tropes. How do you think that would be? How do you think that would go for him? There's a difference between attacking him for his inexperience, which he did a lot, versus being like, oh, you eat rice with your hands and you're a jihadist who wants to do terrorism. Bro, we lost nothing tonight. Not one single voter. Cuomo probably just lost some to Sliwa, but that's it. I know. I'm just talking about something more important than this, okay? Something more consequential than the impact of this singular night's debate performance. Brother, they literally consistently hit the you did 9/11, you and your boys did 9/11 notes over and over again. I can't even fucking talk about like the institutional acceptance of Islamophobia without motherfuckers being like, why are you talking about how Zohran is losing? Like, he's not. He's gonna win. Of course. It's just very, very, very frustrating to see this shit. I called this shit out on the national election that took place when J.D. Vance and Donald Trump got far too comfortable talking about how black people were eating cats and dogs, brother. That was insane. That was like unimaginable levels. Like, sure, it was packaged as a specific to Haitians or whatever, but it was like very clearly an insane escalation of permissible racism without any sort of repercussions or any sort of fucking punishment. And And yeah, this stuff has consequences. I've studied Islamophobia for more than 15 years. I've never witnessed anything like the vile anti-Muslim rhetoric circulating on site today. Between Trump 2.0 and the decimation of Gaza and the rise of Zohran Mamdani, anti-Muslim hate is at a dangerous new level. And I think, and I'm going to keep it at $1.50. I'm going to be honest with you. I think there are people that are just turning up the dial on the Islamophobia, because I think that Americans can't just like hate imperialism. They have to hate Jews. They can't just like hate Israel. They have to hate Israel from the framework of hating Jews. And a lot of Israel supporters have realized, okay, we can't make people like Israel, and we can't make people like Jews now because we've packaged what Israel is doing with Judaism for far too long. So the next best thing is to probably try to foment some kind of race war against Muslims in the country. I think this is deliberate. I think what's happening is straight up the next stage in trying to move the conversation away and shift the attention away from Israel to Muslim people living on U.S. soil. And it's not shocking. It's not like this isn't like a major conspiracy, because a lot of Israel advocacy groups have openly written about this in their own discovered, declassified files and PowerPoint suggestions. So this is literally a real thing. They can't win the conversation on Israel because everybody hates Israel. And because they've packaged everything with Israel, with Judaism, people don't just hate Israel. They're also hating Jews now. So they have to turn around and be like, well, you know who's worse though? Muslims. Think about how scary Muslims are. My brother's girlfriend watched a debate with my mom and I. She said she might actually vote for the first time. She's the mother of my niece, and free child care will let her work. I'm the woke friend. I'm telling you, this shit works. People get around you to vote. This isn't a lib take. Voting is crucial to local politics. No, absolutely. I've always been an advocate. I'm noticing how much they have tuned up. Maybe because of my own background. Maybe because I am the recipient of this kind of shit too. What? What about the things you said about black liberals? Could have been sarcasm or missed something on the surface. It seems racist also. Again, could be me missing something. What are you talking about? Sorry to bring this up, but the thing you said to the Sudan chatter was sarcasm, right? Just making sure, lol. What? What? I just came from a clip of you responding to someone talking about Sudan, and it didn't look great. Have you talked about that? Was there more context missing? Genuinely asking a question. Please don't take this the wrong way, please. Can someone in the chat explain the Hasan Sudan clip going on? It looks bad, but I know things can be clipped, and I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I assume you're... What? Is the thing you said about sarcasm? I don't even know exactly what you're talking about with respect to Sudan, but often, I mean, I did unironically talk about that earlier, where a very common deflection method from people that want you to shut the fuck up about Israel is to cynically present the ongoing genocide in Sudan. And I don't know exactly what clip you're talking about, but usually after like the millionth response to that same kind of like deflective question, I'm a little bit short. I have talked about Sudan, and of course nowhere near as much as I've talked about Israel. When you responded to the chat, it said black folk want you to talk about Sudan, and you responded with black folk as a descriptor. What? It was probably genuinely something stupid from TikTok. Sorry, genuinely my fault. Yeah. Brother, that's not a real dude. No, it seems like he is. Look, see, he understood where I was coming from. What about the thing you said about black liberals? I don't know what the black liberals thing is, but I do demographic analysis of voter patterns with regular frequency, not just on black people in general. And I, as a matter of fact, routinely shit on liberals who think black people are a bad voting bloc or behaving in a misogynistic manner or greatly overextend when analyzing black men, for example, shifting even a little bit to the Republican side. Yeah, it's the clip went viral. I don't know why chatters are being weird. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know where it went viral. Maybe it went viral on TikTok. Maybe it went viral on Twitter. It is what it is. What are you going to do? Is people on TikTok trying to call you racist? Yeah, I'm not, but I can't hold that against you if you think that I am, then it is what it is, I guess. If you responded to every clip taken out of context, we'd be here for another 9 hours. Yeah, I know. TikTok hates you right now. I don't care. I can't imagine having your job. Nothing upsets me more than being misinterpreted or being told I'm something I'm not. I can't imagine dealing with that every second of every day. You kind of get used to it after a while. It just comes with the territory. It's really shitty. And it also then extends into simultaneously extends into fucking death threats and things of that nature. People making up their minds. Yeah. It is what it is. I am not a victim. Okay? I'm a very privileged person. And I am going to continue to advocate for what I believe is best for all people all around the world, for all workers all around the world. And I'm not doing it so that like Black Twitter thinks I'm cool. I'm not doing it for that reason. I'm doing it because it's right. Okay? Remember that. And you shouldn't expect, you should not expect people from marginalized backgrounds to automatically think you're the coolest guy ever just because you advocate for their emancipation as well. When did lying get as powerful as it is now? It's never been more powerful. I mean, look at what fucking Andrew Cuomo's doing. Look at this shit.
What do his actual supporters think?
Mamdani isn't crazy. He's just...
I can't believe that's like... That's Idris Elba. Like, this is AI... This is AI Idris Elba. That's wild.
Donnie isn't crazy.
He's just trying to even the playing field.
You know, give everyone a fair shot. Sure, he said multiple times we need to defund the police, but that was just a metaphor.
And yes, he did say crime is a social construct, but that was also a metaphor.
His main backer, the Democratic Socialists' ideas are common sense, such as
Decriminalizing misdemeanors, like shoplifting. Third-degree assault.
That's crazy. That's straight up a black dude shoplifting after putting on a keffiyeh. That, dude, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing, bro? He did AI Idris Elba wearing a keffiyeh before engaging in the act of shoplifting. How is this allowed? Oh my God. I'm losing my fucking mind. Oh my God.
Trespassing. Prostitution.
And drunk driving.
With plans to decriminalize all drugs, Mamdani will be a job creator for drug dealers.
Instead of helping us homeless get off the streets and into the mental health facilities we need, he wants to give us safe injection sites to do crack and let us sleep in subway carts.
These are actual policies Mamdani and the DSA want to implement on day one.
When a woman's being domestically abused, she finally won't have to deal with some pesky cop to arrest the abuser, but now a social worker to help, kumbaya the situation.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Mamdani is finally lowering jail sentences. Guilty!
But Mamdani says you're free to go.
Woo-hoo!
Who cares if legalizing prostitution statistically leads to an increase for sex trafficking of women and young girls by 70%?
You can't have safety without equality.
for unlawful abiding citizens like us. Globalize the intifada.
Wait, why is the drug dealer now burning his hand, which I assume is him trying to burn the American flag? The drug dealer is now anti-Zionist? What? What do we do with this? Do we just like sue people? Like, how do you stop? How do you stop this? I don't know. Because it kind of feels like to me the only way that this was like at least kind of kept back was social pressure. And in the absence of social pressure, everything kind of devolves, right? Like when there's no like cohesive socialized understanding that this is unimaginably racist and also incredibly fucked up, I don't think there's anything we can do about this. Right? I don't even know why the fuck they took it down. They posted it and then immediately took it down. Maybe someone was like, "Hey man, that's crazy. Maybe don't use AI Idris Elba as a black man as doing shoplifting." I mean, I like that with AI now we can make like the anti-Semitic ads that the Nazis made, in the 30s, but this time they can move. You don't even need to hire actors or anything. You could just like prompt it. Yeah, it's not just Idris Elba. It's like a mixture of like, because AI aggregates, right? They take like different facial features. It's basically like a little bit of Idris Elba, maybe a little bit of Jamie Foxx, but like it's like in that same range. I'm not saying it's like a 1-to-1. I mean, it's obviously also fucked up that like they prompted it to be like black guy puts on keffiyeh to steal. One problem with AI-generated ads is that removing all friction in the creative process cuts out so many opportunities for different people to question if this is really a good idea. Yeah, Cuomo campaign posted and deleted this video of AI Zohran supporters, including this black guy who wants to decriminalize shoplifting and the dead-eyed drunk driver in the below post.
Abiding citizens like us. Globalize the intifada.
I'm a criminal. I'm a criminal. I'm a criminal.
I'm a criminal.
Yep. I'm a criminal.
For Zohran.
For Zohran Mamdani.
I didn't have a real job until I was 30, but sure, give me the keys to the city. What's the worst that can happen?
Paid for by Cuomo for NYC.
Incredible work, my man. Fantastic. I love that. It has been established this is AI, right? Are you smoking crack? Yes, brother. Of course this is AI. I think this should be illegal. I think we should get ahead of this by saying no AI on campaign ads. But I don't know. I mean, there's so many different points that I want to make about this ad campaign that like basically also ties back to the vibes overall around the campaign this past week. Post first debate, the intensity of the Islamophobia increased a lot. Like, I don't think people recognize it. I don't know if it'll be success. Like, I don't think it's going to be successful in terms of unseating Zohran or ruining his chances for becoming the next mayor. But I think it's a more consequential problem than that overall, because I just think people are straight up becoming way more open with their racist tendencies, racist behaviors. And it's not just for Muslims either. I'm just talking about Islamophobia right now because, like, Zohran is Muslim, but it is pretty fucking crazy to see. It is pretty fucking crazy to see how hard they are going. Like, when they have nothing. No, I think you should see them as being openly racist, and it's not working as true progress. Yeah. Transphobia, anti-black sentiments, like just everything. Anti-immigrant, white nativist, white supremacist attitudes all over the fucking place. And for the record, when people talk to, why don't you react to Flagrant? I'll do it tomorrow. When people actually talk about like woke is going to bounce back and whatnot, one of the things I get a little bit frustrated by is, like, it's not going to bounce back without all of us, okay? Like, 2016, first Trump administration, a lot of people, I think, forget that, like, a lot of people pressured the Trump administration. There were a lot of motherfuckers that were actively participating to make woke bounce back. I think a lot of liberals are just like, yeah, it'll bounce back. It'll be great. It'll be better than ever before. And I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen like that. Like, you see it in all of the spaces that we occupy, even at something as silly as like this, like the streaming sphere and YouTube and whatnot. Like, a lot of people are totally on board with never attacking right-wing content creators or toxic content creators that they're, like, afraid of, that they'll come after them, and are super open to writing off anyone that draws the ire and scrutiny of said right-wing content creators. Like, it's just, I don't think that's going to be sustainable. If your goal is overall for woke to snap back, like, you kind of got to put some skin in the game. You know, you're not going to be able to make this happen. There is no magical pendulum swing that takes place. You have to also sometimes be brave, be courageous, and remember that there are people who agree with you, and that there are more of us that don't think that our neighbors are fucking villains because of the way that they look or where they came from, than there are those who would seek out division. Anyway, I'm obviously, no matter what kind of attack I eat on a daily fucking basis, I'm obviously going to keep advocating for the things that I believe in. But on that note, I have to go because I have to shoot the podcast. So that's all I got for today, folks. Unfortunately, I would love to continue, but like I said, I got to do the podcast, and I will see you tomorrow. We got Crash Dummies Pod in the building tomorrow. Defeating the anti-blackness allegations. I gotta stop even joking about that shit, because I think people, no matter what I say, will try to farm that and, like, be very gross about this shit. But yeah, see you tomorrow. I love you all. And yeah, that's it. And then this weekend I'm in New York City, baby. New York.
All the chatter's trickling in.
All right.
I'll sell people hay. Sunny
love you all.
Los Angeles,
Peace.
California, says Hasan.